Ladies and gents, I cannot wait for the day that I can sit in this chair and the conversation, whether it's with my co-hosts who are not here today, we'll talk about that, or just in here by myself talking to y'all, will feel natural. Because right now it still feels like, how can I explain this? So those of you who make videos or stream, right? Basically anybody who gets in front of a camera, that's anybody, bro. There's always that feeling right before you click go live or hit record that you're like contemplating. Jojo and I just had to talk about this. It's almost like you're contemplating everything that you've done prior, and in that moment right before you hit live, you still question, have I lost it? Is this going to be as funny? Is this going to be as entertaining? You could have been doing this for years like me, bro. Like, right? I think I'm on I deleted channels in the past too. This isn't, Berleezy's not my first attempt at YouTube. That channel is not my first attempt. I've been doing this plus 10 years. And I'll still like hesitate before I click record, even this podcast, and be like, do I really want to do it? Do I really feel ready? It's really not until you hit go live, you hit record, you push start, that you just remind yourself. It's crazy, but I'm already starting off rambling, and I don't want to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Speakeasy. I do not have my two co-hosts with me here today. Y'all already know PG and Joe. Those are my boys. We all live on different parts of the country. Joe's on the West Coast still, PG's on the East, and I am dead center in the middle in beautiful Texas, bro. And last episode was about 2 months ago. It was about 2 months ago, bro. And I don't want to get in the habit of dropping monthly, bro. A podcast will not succeed no matter who you are if you drop in monthly or every other month. Because I think the last time we even recorded or talked was back in January. Going back to that first idea, though, you know what's crazy? Y'all will watch 2-hour plus videos of me all the time playing games. You know, when it's just here, me by myself, why do I feel like... Anyway, bro, welcome back to the Speakeasy. Today, I got Coca-Cola. And until they hit me with the brand deal, I'm not going to bring the soda out, the can out. But there is Coke in here and a little bit of Crown Apple for all my 21 and plus viewers. I'm going to spit this back out because I didn't cheer you first. Cheers, my friends. Until we get enough episodes to where I feel like I can describe this Speakeasy in a cool ass little cute tag and be like, welcome back to the Speakeasy. Until I get that going, just welcome back to the Speakeasies, bro. Welcome back, bros. We actually did record an episode a few weeks ago, but some of the files was lost in translation. We had recorded here. No. We recorded virtually like how we used to do back when I was living in the studio. And there's so many files, and I think, I don't know whose files showed up last, but it was to the point where like when the files finally got to Bunk, who edits for me. If y'all don't know, Bunk is my editor. He's been working with me for about 4 years now. And I know I never say this publicly. I know he knows this behind the scenes, but I truly do appreciate what Bunk has done. He has helped my career transform to a place where I know I could not have taken it by myself. So when you have an asset like that, you have to make sure that they are appreciated, because the last thing I will want is last thing you want to do is lose integral parts of your business, I guess you'd say, right? So treat your people right, and they will do right by you. That's kind of what he has done for me. You know, he did right by me by, you know, reaching out, saying he wanted to edit, and over the years just seeing like where he's grown in his own business world. Like, he has a whole editing team now, and he takes care of the main channel, the Easy TV, and now this podcast channel. So shout out to Bunk, dope dude. Where was I going with that though? Yeah, so we did film an episode, and in that episode we talked about, I'm gonna show you how far back that was in the timeline, bro. Niggas was not prepared. We was talking about Russia and Ukraine, I think we was talking about the whole Aiden Ross Soluminati situation. Don't that feel like years ago? It's crazy how much stuff happens, and I'm not gonna lie. This week, I feel like I haven't gone a day without hearing "keep my wife's name" like at least 3 times a day, bro. I don't know if that's because the recommendeds on my YouTube just keep showing me different funny memes, bro. I've seen a meme of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, right? And it's like going. The video is about frame data of Will Smith's slap, bro. So they're going frame by frame and doing like startup frames, hitbox frames, end lag frames. I'm like, y'all are dumb with it, bro. But this is so funny. Before we get into the current topics, though, I did want to check in. I know my boys ain't here, but I'm gonna still hit my check-ins. High for the week. High for last week, because today I'm recording this on a Sunday. My high for last week is being able to drop the merch. That's definitely my high from last week. But I've missed so many weeks of so many highs that I do want to touch on them. But if you don't know, we do have new merch for the Easy Gang in stores now, easygang.com. I went with I've been kind of like doing my thing as far as on the business side. Like, I know creators kind of shy away from that because you don't want to lose the essence of being a relatable YouTuber. But if I don't talk about the things that I'm doing in real life, I'm not giving you 100%, right? And how can you relate to somebody who's like giving you not everything? You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that interests me, if I don't talk about it with you all, we may not be on the same page anymore. And you might be like, oh, okay, well, this isn't for me anymore. Or somebody else may hear that and be like, I've been waiting for you to talk about this because we've been seeing. So if y'all don't know, the merch in the past has just been me. It's bad grammar and I'm an English major. Has just been Callie, who runs customer service and shipping. My homegirl. You've seen her in a few of my stories probably. And my boy Kelvin. My boy Kelvin, initially, when we started working together, he's from back home in Buena Park, California. That's my dog, bro. Like, me and him have been friends since high school. And I'm going to bring him on the podcast one day. And low-key, I'd like to bring Callie in here, too. That'd be a fire episode to have them two and just talk about, like how crazy it's been since, you know, and how much they really do have helped. So Kelvin will make my initial designs back in, like, volume 1, volume 2 days. And then I met up with my boy Julian, who, let me see, I could probably put their like ats or something on the video as it goes. Julian came in and he was like, I got some designs for you. He hit us over the head with the Spider hoodie TV, you know, with the smoky hoodie with the Easy Worldwide design on the front, and that was a big time seller. Everybody loved that hoodie. And it's to the point now where I have like a dedicated merch team, and it's just grown to a place where, like, I'm telling you, coronavirus, as devastating as that was, bro, it had everybody online, and it grew the channel and this community tenfold. And because of that, like, we were initially doing merch out of Callie's garage, and now it was my garage first. There's a video on my Instagram of us packing orders in my freaking garage years ago, back when I was living in a garage. Like, it was like the garage that I stayed in, and then there was a garage for my family, and then there was 2 open garage slots. It was like a 4-car garage thing. And those extra 2 spaces, my grandma let me just pack orders, bro. And then we moved it to Callie's garage when we moved everything to Texas. And now it's in California, and there's like a whole team behind it. And we worked together and came out with this fire ass concept, and there's a lot more this year. So on the merch side, I'm very happy, bro. What's funny is when I dropped the merch, I already knew that, like, I couldn't look at the comments, because as much love and like excitement as there was, I knew that there was gonna be some comments like, how you dropping merch but you ain't drop videos in 2 weeks? Is that valid? Is that valid, bro? The person who commented that, I know you're watching this, bro. You watch everything. Is that really a valid critique? Have I not entertained you over the years to at least get you to get a shirt, bro? And this is some fly shit in the collection this time. It's always fly though. But no, yeah, I can't wait to get back on the channel because again, it's been 2 weeks. We've been working though. So that's my high. I'm super excited to have this stuff roll out. The marketing campaign. Thank you again to Christology. Thank you to my homegirl, Allie. Tattoo artist, by the way. You can definitely reach out to her if you're trying to get some fresh ink. I gotta say thank you to my boys, PG and Joe. They both came out. All 4 of them came out to LA. After a busy week in Austin, Texas, we actually did some stuff with Rooster Teeth. As y'all know, Rooster Teeth has been around for a long ass time, bro. I remember Rooster Teeth back when I was like in high school, middle school, and they was making like Halo red versus blue content. And now, like, fast forward time, they're a full-on production company that does like animation. They put on big ass projects like film type stuff, TV type stuff. I think they even worked with Markiplier on his new YouTube original series. I can't remember the name of it right now. Sorry, Marky. Love you, bro. But yeah, they invited us out. We got some working with them. I'll talk about that later. But I want to talk about my low real quick. I want to talk about my low of the week real quick. So I started using this new, let me backtrack. So about 2 weeks ago, I started noticing like the area around my chin right here was just a lot drier than the rest of my face. I would notice like it looked like baby burn marks, or like the very, very, very top layer of my skin was peeling. But like when I touched it, it felt fine. It didn't burn. It didn't do none of that. It was just like, it'd be like, you could just see like the outline as if like it was peeled skin. I thought it was eczema. No, I didn't think it was eczema at first. I thought it was just ashy face. And so I used a moisturizer, right? Started using the moisturizer and I noticed it wasn't going away. So I ordered this like clarifying gel and this other serum from this one company who I don't want to put their name out there because it's really not their fault that my skin was like this. It was just not working with my skin. And so I was using this clarifying gel and this little serum to try and moisturize my skin and like have it retain the moisture. And it just made things so much worse, bro. As I talk to you, I have like so much moisturizer on my face to hide the fact that gel and serum destroyed it, bro. Like if I wash my face and I sit here for like 2 minutes, my whole face is peeled. My nose, my cheeks, my chin, my like down here, because it was already a problem. When I started using the gel and the serum, it would just strip, and it would especially strip this area. I thought it was eczema, and I was trying to find like examples. I talked about this on stream. I thought it was eczema, so I'm trying to find like, you know, how to help eczema on black skin, and I'm seeing different videos and they describing what I'm experiencing. But this is a week before the ball, you know? I feel like I just started getting it kind of under control, but like, man, to be in a career where like your parents matter, shit couldn't come at a worse time. Now, even as I'm sitting here describing it, it ain't that big of a deal, but it hasn't gotten better. I think that's the biggest thing is like each day I go to sleep, I put my moisturizer on. I even put like very light lotion in certain spots that I know like, okay, if I put this moisturizer on right here, it's gonna burn. I got to give it time. Let me at least like put a little bit of Vaseline. Let me put a little bit of lotion because it doesn't burn. I wake up it was like peeling like this. Like it would go from my chin, then up to my cheeks and up to my nose. Now it's like around my eye line. It's like around my sideburns a little bit. And I'm just sitting here touching it like an idiot. Yeah. So that's kind of been my low for the week. But considering how many highs that I've had, hey, I'll take on the ashy face, bro. I was cracking jokes. We was cracking jokes in the stream the other day. Yeah. So now that that's out the way, I feel like I got some cool stuff off my chest. This episode, I'm going to consider it like, you know how like we number these episodes 1 through 11, I think now. I feel like we're gonna call this like a 0.5. So like if the last episode was an 11, this is 11.5. And podcasting is strange because like unless you have somebody to talk to, including a chat, right? Because Twitch streaming is not the same as this. There's a lot more I don't know. It's like synergy in the room with the boys is here. Right now, it feels like I'm just talking about myself, and I knew that I was gonna start feeling like this eventually. How many minutes are we in? 17, almost 18 minutes in, and I'm gonna use these 0.5s as like a video diary, bro. You know, it's just gonna be a diary that I share with you all. I'm gonna be conscious of the fact that I don't like put too much personal information out, but I'm gonna try and be a lot more transparent, because that's what got me into YouTube in the beginning, was like the ability to get on here and be like, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And if I'm being real, like as I've grown, I feel like I've lost the ability to do that, because there's so many people who don't fuck with it. You know, there's so many people who treat somebody being themselves as like an attack on them. And I hate that it's gotten to that point for me, but I feel like I almost wonder like what I did or maybe what I didn't do to get here. It's an idea we'll talk about later on. I have it written down, but it just hit me a little sooner than I thought. So let's take a drink and we're going to get into the topics, bro. When the guys and I met to record the episode that did not air, we did talk about how Russia and Ukraine were getting into the thick of it. Like they was really like beefing, bro. And we had a conversation about this idea of like, do we feel like to talk about world politics is a goal for us, or is that something that like we should leave to the professionals? And I'm not gonna lie, I can't really remember the stance that we all took, but I do remember feeling that like being in a podcast situation like this, I should have some kind of idea of what's going on. Like it didn't feel right not knowing. It didn't feel right not being able to give like an educated opinion on the topic. It was almost like I brought the topic up and I was like, yeah, how y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel about this Russia invading Ukraine thing? And it's like, bro, we're trying to beat seafood, bro. You know, it's like, bro. But then even to say that, it's like, well, bro, fuck seafood, bro. This is real life we talking about. I'm at a crossroads, man. I think that's what I'm really feeling. It's like I'm at a crossroads right now where I'm balancing being a safe space for people to escape while also knowing the responsibility I hold is much bigger than what I'm giving it credit, you know? I think about this all the time, like this idea of like, if we took the Easy Game community and put them all in a space, whether it's a convention center, whether it's my crib, like if we just get them all in a building, it would look like a rainbow in there, bro. People from all different types, all different walks of life, all different genders, all different races, all different religions, all different belief systems. And you don't really find that these days, or at least if you do find it, you find it, but there's still a common interest. This is why they're there. I feel like the common interest with us is we just looking to laugh, bro. To laugh, to love, to be positive, to progress, and just to be the best versions of ourselves, bro. And the reason that I say that is because that's what I'm trying to do. That's like what I've tried to put into what I do. And I feel like at 29 years old, right? I'm turning 30 in December. I feel like before I would have been cool with like not having much of an idea of like, okay, well, this is actually how I feel about it when it comes to like Russia and Ukraine. But like now I'm starting to feel like, I don't know, man. Like it wouldn't be hard to just like read up on it. But I think also like I'm afraid of coming off stupid and ignorant, bro. Like these are real feelings I'm talking about. Like I would hate to get on here and say some dumbass shit about Russia and Ukraine, but then pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But then like if I get on here and I'm like, hey, I really don't know too much, you know, praying for Ukraine. I hope that things work out. It's like, no matter what I say, it comes off stupid as fuck, bro. So, yeah. Don't even know what the point of that one was. But how do you feel about speaking on world politics? I don't really want to, bro. I don't really want to. But if I did, like, I would like to bring somebody on the podcast who can give you more of a conscience, more of a well-read perspective on it. That's what it is. Like the perspectives that I can offer, I want to offer, but the ones that I can't, I'd rather bring somebody on. Maybe that can be like a goal of the Speakeasy moving forward. Like if I'm doing these episodes by myself, it wouldn't hurt to bring on somebody with a better perspective on like relationships or on world politics or on health or on beauty standards or on, you know what I mean? Like I can give you mine, but it's like a shell of what it could be. So my perspective at this point, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what's going on in Russia right now. I mean, in Ukraine right now, bruh. Let me see. We're going to look it up together right now, bro. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep sitting here and saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. I Googled Ukraine. CNN 1 hour ago. Bodies of executed people strewn across streets in Bucha as Ukraine accuses Russia of war crimes. Oh my gosh. And that's CNN. And me being over here, right, on the other side of the world, can just Google that and put my phone down. That's why I'm like, dude, am I even allowed to like speak on this, you know? Even as I'm sitting here talking, I'm like wondering, is this cool to say? Like even is this cool to say? Is me saying I don't know cool enough to say? Like, is this on brand? Like, I'm so fucking done with that. Into the thick of it. Yeah, bro. I think I'm in the process of like I'm not even gonna say it, bro. Y'all, I don't even know if I'm making sense, bro. But final thoughts. I'm going to take some time, and if I have topics I'd like to talk about on the podcast, I will read up on them and then offer my perspective. My perspective isn't one of somebody who's well read on these topics, but it's still my perspective. If you fuck with it, cool. If not, it is what it is, bro. But as far as world politics, that's not something that I typically look into. That's not really in my realm of focus. I'm more so focused on like what I do for a living, right? That's just what I do. And yeah. So yeah, there's that. I hope that even made sense. I hope that like as I'm talking, y'all are like damn, this dude really, what'd be fire is if like a therapist was hearing me talk and they'd be like, this is what you're struggling with. This is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. We need more black therapists. Okay. So since the last podcast, some things have happened for me. Twitch in February put me as a featured streamer on their website. They gave me front page a couple of times, but they also put me up on a freaking billboard in Times Square, which is crazy, bro. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to fly out there to go see it because I'm like, all right, come on, bro. Like it's like, come on, you know? But then it's like, come on, bro. You really want to see it. You want to see you up there on the screen. And so I flew out there to Times Square and I went with Joe. He came with me. Thank the Lord for that, man. And we got out there and we saw it. And I just remember feeling, and I know this is going to come off away, but I remember I went out there to Times Square, and it's the one right over, I think it's like 55th Street or something. I don't think it's on 55th Street, but I think it's like 54th or some shit like that. Got to keep it. And I remember looking up, it's the one over the McDonald's over there on Times Square. I remember looking up at it, bro. And Joe and I are sitting there waiting, you know, a little Mazda commercial come on, a McDonald's commercial come on, some other commercial come on, and then sure enough, big ass Twitch logo pops up on the screen. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, it's here. And then they show a couple people. Then they show Danielle. I'm Danielle. Shout out, I'm Danielle, and I'm Dante too, bro. We're gonna talk about that next. We see I'm Danielle, and then sure enough, my face pops up, bro. And I'm hype. I see it, I'm hype. And then Jayla's face pops up, and then a few other people that like I don't really know like that. And it goes off. And I remember thinking to myself as it went off, I looked at Joe, I'm like, and that's crazy, huh? And then I look at everybody else and they just walking by, bro. Not giving a damn. And I just remember feeling to myself, I gotta work harder. I need more seconds on this billboard, bro. I need way longer. And I think I told Joe that in that moment too. I was like, bro, I gotta work harder, man. Like this isn't enough for me. And he was like, yeah, no, I feel you. I'm sure he's probably like, yeah, you brought me all the way out here for this, bro. It was 15 seconds at best. But it was also his first time in New York, so I'm just fucking around. I know he didn't feel that way. But that was my feeling. Seeing something as magnificent as your face on a Times Square billboard, and mind you, that billboard, if you see the picture on my Instagram, it doesn't look as big in scale as it is when you're standing in front of it. You can kind of tell because there's people on the sidewalk underneath it. And if you were just like to copy and paste a person, you could probably stack like 10 people on top of each other. And it would be like the height of the billboard. It's a big ass billboard. I told JoJo, who I really do appreciate his perspectives. He's 21, but he has a very old soul. When you really talk to that man, I know on Twitch and when he's doing content, like he is a menace, but like he's got a heart of gold, bro. I remember I told him, I was like, bro, I saw the billboard and it was great. I'm super honored, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaving New York feeling like I gotta just work harder. And he was like, bro, sit down and enjoy the billboard. Like, life is not a rat race, bro. You're gonna sit back and miss all the accomplishments you've done because you worried about what's next. Enjoy this. Why do we go there mentally, bro? Like, why do we allow ourselves to, like, we never smell the roses, bro? I think the roses might be my new favorite flower just because of that concept, bro. Roses are 1000% my favorite flower because we never stop to smell them. I'm gonna have roses all through this bitch next time, bro. Something's got to give. Something has got to give. And I know y'all can relate to that on different scales. You know what I'm saying? There's there is a billionaire somewhere who can buy and do whatever they want on this planet, and they still unhappy, bro. Because instead of 1 billion, they want 3. Right? There's a nigga somewhere with a good girl at home who cook him his favorite meal whenever he asks and rub his feet. But he's still looking at Big Booty Judy on the gram. Like, bro, rub her feet, bro. She might go get that BBL done for you. Shit crazy, bro. That's something that I'm really trying to like remind myself, because you know what's on the other side of not doing that? Getting old and having nothing but memories that you can't really feel. You know? Had I gone out there to New York and JoJo didn't tell me that, and I'm sitting there looking at the billboard and I'm like, this ain't enough. Then that should have never happened. Right? That should have never happened. After talking to JoJo, I remember as I was sitting there waiting for the billboard, because I'm telling you, like, I talk to the homies all the time, bro. So, like, I'm sitting there looking at the billboard, and I'm feeling that way, but then JoJo checked me, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I got to get a picture. Let's stay around for a little bit longer. And, bro, 2 kids came up to me and was like, bro, are you Burleezy? In front of the billboard as I'm sitting there complaining. I'm like, yeah, like, bro, can we take a picture? They didn't even know about the billboard. They were just happy to see me. And it's like, bro, if they knew that I was complaining about 15 seconds on a billboard, I mean, I wasn't even really complaining. I was just kind of like, damn, I really spent all that money to come out here, and it's like, that's how it was. But yeah. See, when you get me by myself, I just start rambling, bro. But hey, it's a 0.5. If you're not here for the 0.5s, come back next time for the boys. So yeah, thank you again to Twitch. Twitch, I feel like live streaming is becoming like the meta. As corny as that sounds, I do feel like live streaming content is the future. I don't know if it's preferred right now, but it's for sure the future. There'll be times when I'm scrolling on YouTube and I'm not really feeling this. Let's go to Twitch. And if I just see one person on that I vibe with, I'll leave them on the TV all day long. Cause it's almost like streaming removes that fear of missing out that you get from just wasting time watching or doing other things. Like for example, if I'm watching an anime, it's easy for me to be like, I really shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing X, Y, and Z instead. Or like, I really shouldn't be doing this. What's blah, blah, blah up to right now? But if I go on Twitch and I see like a blah, blah, blah on a live stream, I'm like, oh, well, if they doing this right now, then shit, maybe I should clean my house. Maybe I should do something else I think anime was a bad example. If I know that I got to do something important and I'm trying to find something to have on in the background, if I put a Twitch stream on, it's like, okay, my peoples are doing this on stream. Let me go ahead and deep clean my house. Let me go ahead and like organize my week. Let me strategize what I'm gonna do for this week. Yeah. So anyway, I don't even know why I brought that up, but thank you again to Twitch. That's hella cool. Then after Black History Month, you feel me? I had the opportunity, the honor, bruh, of being able to play Fortnite with my tennis goat, Naomi Osaka, bro. That will go down as one of the best gaming sessions of my life. Naomi Osaka, if you don't know about her, bro, I mean, you can watch the documentary on Netflix. I'm hoping that she does get some kickback in her, she gets a little bit of money from people watching that. So if that's the case, go watch that documentary. But bro, she's almost like the Muhammad Ali of tennis, bro. And I say that because of what she's done outside of her sports career while playing in the sport. Social activist, fashion icon, gamer, CEO. I think she's won the the Grand Slam like 4 times, bro. She's a beast, and she's did all this like before she was like 24 or something like that, bro. You know what I was doing when I was 23, 22? Facing blunts. Facing blunts means rolling up a whole swisher, bro, of some sticky icky, and then just smoking it all down, not passing it to nobody, bro. Frying my brain for no reason. I was probably in community college, not giving a damn. Faking like I was busy on YouTube, but really wasn't doing shit. Just bullshitting. Just bullshitting, bro. What she represents to the sport and just to Japan, bro, she is an icon living. So with that, she actually unveiled a new Fortnight skin with Fortnite, obviously. They collaborated on like their icon series, and so far they've done like Ariana Grande. I think they've done like LeBron. I think Travis Scott might have been one too. And now Naomi Osaka is amongst those list of the greats. And what's so dope, bro, is Vanity Fair did an article and they were talking about how she's about to unveil this on the stream with me. And I don't even know how I got the gig, bro. I'm gonna just assume that she picked me. Cause we friends now. So basically, the Vanity Fair article had it had bolded. It was like, she's among the ranks of, in bold, Ariana Grande, in bold, LeBron James, and now in bold, Naomi Osaka is unveiling her new skin and cosmetic pickaxe with gamer and YouTuber, in bold, Burleezy. And I remember talking to my my boy, bruh. Cause like I said, like, hey, we as time has gone on in business, bro, like I have been working with more and more people, and I have this dude, bro. His name is Parker, and he has been my manager for about a year now. But I mean, this dude is so down to earth, and he offers like a realist perspective. So like if I'm like talking ideas out the wazoo, he'll be like, okay, this one is possible because this is the route you can take there. But if I say something and he's like, okay, we can do this, but that would mean that like we're going this way with it when like you're here with it. And it's like, you know, you need that. JoJo does that for me. Parker does that for me. I had a friend back in the day named Danny. He did that for me. My boy Dan Deezy, man. But anyway, I remember having this conversation with Parker. Sorry. I remember having this conversation with Parker, and I was like, why is my name bold? What is a gamer? Define a gamer for me. And he was like, gamers are the new rock stars. He was like, before rock stars were the likes of like Elvis. Then rock stars became the likes of like Led Zeppelin, Slipknot, you know, type people. Then rock stars became the Kanye West. Now rock stars are like the gamer creator. You know what I mean? And he was basically describing that in a way to say that like you essentially define what that is. When you can, I'm saying this as a way to like encourage those who are pursuing this as a career. Back in the day, gamers used to be such a niche, where today gamers are working with LeBron, Ariana, Naomi Osaka. I'm taking myself out of the equation because in 100 years, you're not gonna give a fuck about me, bro. Like we either all gonna be up there with the Lord or, you know. But life will go on. That's my whole point. So like, I treat what I do not so much to be like, oh, look at what I'm doing, but it's like, look at what's possible, right? And so when I'm asking Parker these questions, like, what is a gamer? Because in my mind, I'm like, we're all gamers. Anybody who cuts on the system and plays a game, whether it's Tetris or whether it's Fortnite zero build mode, bro. Like, we're all gamers. Like, why is my name bolded next to hers? Yeah. And I'm glad that it is. I think that answering that question, the answer's probably changed over the years. Like why me, or like why a gamer, like, or what's a gamer. But I look at like people like Ninja, right? I always use this example when I'm talking about this, like Ninja Blevins, right? Tyler Ninja Blevins. He came out with a shoe. He's a gamer. We don't see his feet. But it happened though. So now it's like the next gamer can come along and make an even doper shoe. Or shit. Make a I don't want to give too many of my ideas, but yeah. Just know that like we really are the authors of this stuff, and what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, although it may not always be in the videos, like the things that I'm trying to do are to live on past me, you know? Like I looked up to creators back in the day, and they've influenced who I am the same way I've influenced who people after me are, the same way they will influence the people who, you know, the little teeny tiny boppers right now who are like Brazil's age. And like when she gets older, who knows, bruh? Rico may be her favorite YouTuber, and she'll thank him and she'll give back the same way that, you know, he instilled in her, she'll instill in the generation after her. It's all a pay it forward thing. And it's just crazy to be living in a time where I get to play with such an icon like Naomi Osaka. So going off the rails, I'm just talking, I'm not even sipping. So that's the scary part. But, you know, getting these thoughts out of my head feels good. I'm not gonna lie to you though. Since Naomi Osaka, bro, price done went up. I'm moving differently out here. Not gonna lie. I think with me asking the question, like, what is a gamer? Because, like, I wake up, I come upstairs, I get on the computer, and I'm there all day long. Doesn't feel as as worthy of the bolded text as I saw in that Vanity Fair article. But am I selling myself short, though? You know, am I selling myself short? Am I over glorifying the article? Who knows, bro? All I know is that it happened and we played and we got a dub, bro. And we got a dub. Shout out Naomi Osaka. Shout out Rayvon. I feel like I might be messing up your name, bro. And shout out Mario Osaka. Y'all are a fire trio, bro. Anytime y'all win a game again, let's do it. And Naomi, I didn't forget, bro. I still want to play into. Look, we got a dub in Fortnite. Let's run some tennis doubles against somebody, bro. Let's wash people, bro. Let's wash let's get we could play like, I don't know, Mario Tennis or something first, and then we get up to the real track and get motherfuckers in costumes as Mario and Donkey Kong or something. Oh God, I think I just lost that that collab. Just kidding. We can do something though. All right, so it goes Times Square. Then I get to play with Naomi Osaka, who, again, legend. And then I head to Austin for 2 weeks. I can't talk about what I did that first week just yet, but just know myself and another bro got into some fire ass shit with somebody that y'all all know and would be like, how did they do this? Price went up. But the next week, all of some bros was in Austin working with Rooster Teeth. We did a couple streams with their Achievement Hunter team. Shout out Rooster Teeth and the Achievement Hunter. Hella cool. Y'all know I used to live in Austin back in like 2020, the early onset of COVID. And I told myself, I was like, I'm moving from the EGHQ to Austin, Texas. EGHQ was in Houston. And I was like, I'm going to hit the ground running. I'm going to make Austin my town. I'm going to find my spots. I'm going to get my barber. I'm going to maybe even open up a shop or something out here. COVID hits. Can't do shit. Then the snowstorm hits. Can't go nowhere. Literally. I'm like, yo, I'm out this city. Then I just came right back to Houston. But I do have plans to go back to Austin just because, like, for the sake of content, for the business opportunities out there, and it's a budding city, I feel like Austin is like the place for me. Houston's cool, but like, I don't know, Houston feel like if you're not from Houston, you feel like you're not from Houston. Like, I've gone to a few spots and it's like Houston has its own culture, bro. Maybe I'm not in the right mix of people. Maybe I'm going out there with other people from California and I'm like, okay, I miss home. But like, nigga, I want to go places and be like, oh, this shit feel right. I ain't found that yet. Honestly, I didn't find it in Austin either, but I just really like my neighborhood, and I like knowing that like RDC was down the street. That was pretty cool. Now moving forward, I know most of some bros will be in Austin. So that's a good enough reason for me. I really feel like it don't matter where you live in today's day and age. It's just about where your network is. That's what I would advise anybody looking like to move somewhere else. Don't think so much about the location. Like, yeah, that's important, but most important is, will you have your village with you? You know, I can live anywhere on the planet if I have internet, if I got some homies, or if I was a family man, if I just had my family. Like when I talk about going off the grid and like being a doomsday prepper and all this stuff, like, I use that as like a vetting mechanic with like potential partners, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I'm talking to a girl and I'm like, I want to see where her head is at, I'll just start talking about the idea of nuclear war. Like, you know, I'm gonna get a plot of land. I'm gonna go underground. How you feel about that? And if they're like, you tripping, bro? Like what? Like, we're in like 2022. Like, we're not thinking about that. We're moving digitally. I'm like, okay, well, if you can't even fathom the idea of all this shit turning off one day, then this ain't gonna work. But if somebody's like, tell me more, how would you sustain yourself with food, or like, how would you keep clean water? How deep is the bunker? How many people does, like, if I get questions like that, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit's the one for me. I mean, that's not it though, but like, that is like a, you know, hey, you gotta ask these questions, bro. You gotta ask these questions, and you gotta give shit time, because otherwise you gonna not know people's true intentions or people's true nature. Like, you gotta give things time to like learn people. Don't rush into anything. Why am I talking about this? Why not, right? Why not? It's a 0.5. Why not? So yeah, Austin, when we went to Austin this most recent week, I remember just walking the streets, because mind you, this was South by Southwest week. I just remember walking the streets and I'm like, nigga, is this Bel Air? Am I Will Smith? Like, it feel like I don't know, like just like, where are the niggas at? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I need my people out here. I remember specifically, we were in South Congress. It was me, Dante, my boy Jawan. We was walking down the street and we stopped in this little like boutique store because we heard like the most beautiful jazz music coming out this place. We walk inside and the band is right there on the left when you walk in, and it's a full like black band, bro. And I mean, she's killing the vocals. They got dudes on drums. I'm sure somebody was on the bass. And you look to the right, it's nothing but white people, bro, shopping and like buying like really white people looking clothes. No racial, bro. Like I fuck with white people heavy, bro. But then it's like, you look back at the band and there was this lady painting on this canvas, a white lady, and the picture looked like, I don't know, Peppa Pig, bro. And I'm like, this drawing that you're doing can't be based off this music, bro. Like, you can't be hearing this fire as music and draw that. Like, your ears are closed. Like, there's no way. And I remember walking out and I told Jawan and Dante, I was like, that shit kind of made me sad, bro. You know, it's like, where are our spots? Like, can we go there? And so Jawan was like, we do have spots out here. Like, there's spots where black people congregate, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm gonna try and make one. I think when I get to Austin, that's gonna be one of my goals, is to open up an arcade bar, which is similar to the vibe of like a sexier Dave and Buster's. Because Dave and Buster's, I feel, still do it best. Like, you walk in, half of it is a sports bar, half of it is an arcade. But like, if you took out the sports bar part and made it like a lounge, like a sexy lounge, where like there might even be room for a dance floor and a stage. Like, if somebody wanted to come on and perform, like a local singer, musician, artist, rapper, whatever, they want to come on, poetry, you know, if they wanted to come on and do an event, like, it wouldn't feel weird having an arcade section on the side too. It just, you know, hey, anybody in like interior design that would love to help me, hit my email, bro. Berlin@easy gang. I'd love to like flesh this out, because, you know, the Lord has blessed me, y'all have blessed me, and I feel like it's actually possible, bro. And it's crazy to live a life where in 5 years I can still feel me sleeping on that couch bed in the garage and hearing the rats like either fighting or fucking in the ceiling, bro. Like, I remember plenty of nights, bro. I'd be like, oh yes, they're quiet tonight. Roll over, pull the blanket over my neck, pumpkin chilling. Then all of a sudden you just hear. I'm like, no, shut the like, bro. But don't get it twisted. Like, I was never like, bro, it was never homeless or nothing like that, bro. We just didn't have enough space in like the complex part, like where my sisters were, where my aunts were, where my aunt and uncle and their family was, and where my grandparents were. It just didn't make sense for all of us to be cooped up in the house up there. And I willingly went back there because it was still a fresh ass spot. Like, you can go back and look at my early Berlin now, but that channel videos, and you can see like that spot was laid, bro. Like, I had internet, I had electricity, carpet, you feel me? Like a shower. Like, it was still a very solid spot. But the rats still knew it was a garage, and they knew they wasn't getting kicked out. So, you know, eventually we did fumigate, but it's just funny thinking back at how fast life can change for you. And now, like I'm having real talks about something like this in Austin. So, yo, Austin, we coming, bro. We coming, bro. Some bros is going to be out there, and it's going to be a good time. I can see myself staying there for a good amount of time, too. So, yeah. And who knows, maybe like once this arcade lounge bars thing is built, who knows, bro? Who knows? And I don't ever want y'all to be in positions where you hear somebody excited about ideas and you're like, stop bragging. Cause all it takes is time for y'all to be in positions like this, and you will know for yourself you're only proud because you didn't know it was possible. It's almost like we're all in this together, bro. No bullshit. I keep bringing up High School Musical for some reason, but it's like your wins are my wins, because this industry is still new and it ain't really used to people like us winning like this. So, like, when you win, I win. When I win, you win. When you go up, we all go up. Kind of thing. So we are coming up on an hour mark. I have no ad reads. I have no brand deals. I'm just sitting here vibing. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this episode so far. This is 8.5. I'm literally just giving y'all a little dive into my mind and what I think about and how I'm feeling about things. Um, um, yeah, I got a few more things we can talk about. Let's lighten it up a little bit. We can talk about some gaming things. So, since the last episode, there's been two games that have been widely talked about within my small community of gaming bros, right? Sifu being the first one, and then Elden Ring being the second one. Now, Sifu I can talk more about. I did play a little bit of Elden Ring, but Sifu, this is just me personally, I feel like had a good chance at being game of the year. Um, it's still my game of the year. The thing that I like about Sifu is the fluidity of the gameplay. It's almost like it requires your brain to be firing on all cylinders and your fingers and hand-eye coordination to be so connected. At least the way that we played it, though. Let me not even gas it like that, because for some reason, my friends and I decided to do a Sifu no-death run. So if we died at all, because the game starts you at age 20, just in case we got some non-gamers in here, Sifu is a game about a young kung fu warrior who has their dojo attacked by 5 hitmen. They ransack the whole dojo, and at the very end of their ransack, they kill the main character, the young boy's father. The young boy is hiding, watching them kill his father. And so when they leave, the young boy who you play as grows up, and he's like, I'm gonna kill all 5 of y'all. So the game is literally a kung fu Kill Bill. That's how I would describe it. So each boss that you face, you have to go to their specific dojo, beat everybody in there, then kill the person. Fun ass game. One of the funnest games that's come out in a long time. But when you die, let's say you die in the game, you start at age 20 when you start the hunt for all these 5, but when you die, you gain an age. So you gain a year in age. So you die, you restart in that same spot, but now you're 21. If you die again, it adds 2 years. So now you come back and you're 23. You die 3 years next time, now you're 26. So when you get to 75, I think the game's over and you got to start over, but you have to get through all 5 bosses before you hit 75. My friends and I, for some stupid reason, decided if we die one time, start the whole game over. Right. The game was not designed to be played like this, but we're competitive, we're gamers, we do this, bro. So we took the challenge on, and I got through the first 2 bosses at age 20, and there was a lot of restarting, but I got through the first bosses at age 20. PG and JoJo, bro, they beat the game. Their methods to beat the game, I'm not going to talk about it here, but they did actually beat the entire game, and when they killed the last boss, it said 20 years old. Good shit, bro. Good shit, bros. That game was so satisfying because when you kept losing, it was like, I can beat him now. Like, I know what I did wrong. I should have parried the jab, threw 2 combos, thrown him to the ground. Maybe instead of ground pound, I pick him up, throw him against the wall, separate the 2. It's like that kind of strategy. It's my game of the year. I haven't even beaten it yet, but like no game has made me feel like that in a long time. Some glaring problems with the game, the camera sucks, bruh. Like the camera will actually have you lose fights, like pivotal fights, or the camera will have you locking onto somebody you don't mean to, and then your whole health bar is gone. But bro, it never felt that good to just run through a motherfucking building and beat everybody ass, bro. Wow. If they come out with like, actually, I think the company is called Don't Slap or like Nod Slap or something like that. Don't Nod. No, it's not Don't Nod. It's like something Slap, I think. They actually came up with the game prior to this called Absolver. Absolver is basically a multiplayer version of Sifu. A lot more complex, a lot bigger barrier to entry, so it's gonna be harder for you to pick up the game and like be nice. Like you gotta actually grind the game. Sifu seems a lot more open to people joining and playing and enjoying the game. If they come out with an Absolver 2, oh yeah, game of the year. The reason I say Sifu isn't game of the year anymore though, because Elden Ring dropped. And Elden Ring is adored by the masses. Everybody but me though. I don't mess with the game, bro. Like I'm not rocking with the game right now. Which is crazy because Dante's a real gamer. My boy Dante, he's a real gamer. He will legit finish the games that he plays. He will grind through games, bro. Even if he doesn't like them. Like Five Nights at Freddy's Most Wanted, or the not Most Wanted, the new one, Breach Security. He actually beat that. He was shitting on the game the whole time, but he beat it. I need that shit. I think I know why I'm not like that, and we're going to talk about that next. But he's somebody who picked up Elden Ring and was like, I think he got to like the first boss and was like, this game sucks. I'm not about to play this shit. I'm like, me neither, bro. If you're not feeling it, I'm already knowing I'm not going to feel it. But then Dante picks the game back up. Then Dante starts grinding. He starts playing the game. He beats the boss by himself. The man becomes addicted, bro. The whole time him and I were in Austin, he was just saying how bad he wanted to go home and play Elden Ring. Now him, JoJo, like they both beaten Elden Ring too. Where do I be at? I just be at the crib bullshitting, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why in just a second. But let me just say, I am not a fan of Elden Ring yet. Maybe I'll come on in like a week or two, because we got the ball coming up this weekend, which is gonna be hectic. But after the ball, I think I'm gonna chill. I'll probably hop on stream, play Elden Ring. If it's cool, I'll come back on the podcast and be like, yo, this was actually fire. If not, hey, it is what it is. But From Software, they make games like, that's the development company. They make games like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, like that type of shit. Like, and the thing I don't like about Elden Ring is like, where Sifu had you like going like this with the controller, Elden Ring, you're just spamming R1. Like, let's not lie. You're spamming L1 and then you hit roll. R1 roll. You hit R1 for a light attack, R2 for a heavy attack. It's like, all I'm doing is watching, like waiting for the roll, spamming R1, rolling out the way, rolling in, spamming. Like, bro, I'm not here for this. Like Sifu, I'm like parry here, grab, throw him on the ground, boom, boom, pick him up, kick somebody behind you, sprint away, grab a weapon, throw that shit. Like, bro, come on, man. We can't compare. We cannot compare, bro. Maybe in terms of like open world, Elden Ring got that on lock for sure. The vast worlds that you can explore, the different types of enemies, the bosses. Yeah. It's a bigger game. I think as I get older, it's like if I'm not challenged by another player or an overall like challenge of the game, like Sifu gave me with the 20-year thing, I just check out. And I'm playing Mass Effect right now on the stream, and I should have been beat that game. But it's like I took a little bit of time off, and like I'm just trying to check back in. The reason that I feel, drum roll please, the reason that I feel it takes me so long to beat games, I'm still smoking weed, bro. I'm still smoking weed. And I know I said that I was gonna stop. It's the struggle of working from home, living by yourself, nobody telling you it's bad, still making money, and just being comfortable, bro. I know somebody heard me say I'm still smoking weed and they like, oh yeah, like bro, like enjoy it. I know you watching like, oh yeah, nigga, good shit. It's like, nah, not for me, bro. It literally traps me in such a comfortable state in such a lax state, and that's not conducive for a healthy future, a successful future. I'll look at it like this. This is the example I thought of as I was driving to get some skincare products this morning. Smoking weed for me, let's go here. Let's say you play an FPS shooter, first person shooter, right? And let's say you play Apex Legends. I play Halo. I know, dead game, boomer game. I get it. But I play Halo. I'm nice at Halo, bro. If I were to change my sensitivity down 0.5%, if I were to just tweak my sensitivity 0.5%, and I tried to play the game, I would miss all my shots. I'd miss all my shots. You know exactly, if you play first person shooters, you know what I'm talking about. You have to dial in that sensitivity. It's the same thing with weed. When I get high, my sensitivity is lowered like 0.5, 1%, like one whole notch, which doesn't seem like that much until I'm playing. And me playing is recording videos, streaming, working, staying on task. I'm missing my shots, bro. My jokes aren't landing. I don't feel comfortable just speaking my mind. If I would have smoked before I did this podcast, I would have restarted the intro. I would have been like 15 minutes in and been like, damn, I don't like what I said about Ukraine, and ended the whole thing, bro. Started over. Right now, I'm like, look, I tried to explain, much love and respect. My prayers go out to Ukraine in the situation, but I'm not well read enough to give a real perspective. And my question to my co-host was, do we feel like that is our responsibility to be well read? My answer to that question, on some degree, yeah. On some degree, yeah. But what I would really like is to offer my gamer in the house recluse perspective, right? My black ass perspective, and then allow a professional or a better perspective to come on and fill in the gaps. That's what I'd like. That's my answer. I couldn't do that if I was high, bro. I couldn't. And if I did, I'd be worried about the reception of it. When, like, really? People probably feel like how I do. Probably. Oh my God, bro. Don't, bro. So today, and mind you, I'm in Texas, so I can't just go out and get like real trees like that. I gotta go to like the smoke shop and get like the what they call Delta 8, which is like a scaled down version of a vape that has THC in it, but it's like a weaker THC. I'm still hitting it. I'm still getting high as shit over here. So it's like, bro, I don't need that if I know it's gonna make me miss my shots. So even that, like, I was on the game yesterday. I was playing Halo last night. I cut off the stream. I don't know if it was April 2nd. I don't know when this is gonna get posted, but I streamed on April 2nd, and surprise, surprise, I was pretty faded during that stream. But I just remember sitting there and I'm like, I don't want to be on camera. I actually don't really want to do this. I'm not being myself. I don't feel myself. I don't feel good. And so I was like, you know, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna hop off the stream. I love y'all. See y'all soon. But I knew why I felt that. So I remember I just took my pen that I had, the little battery. I threw it on the wall. I'm like, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna come pick you up and I'm gonna throw you out in the street as I'm driving. I littered. My fault, y'all. And I even thought to myself as I dropped it, like I cracked open my driver's side door this morning and I let it fall out the side on the concrete. And I remember I looked behind me. I was like, let's say a cop saw me do this and he pulled me over. You think he'd give me a ticket, bro? If I told him, I'm trying to beat an addiction, sir. Please, I'm sorry. I think he let me go. Still don't make it right, but I think he let me go. So yeah, I noticed that like my life has to be moving on all fronts for it to like be optimal. What I mean by that is like, I gotta be working out. I gotta be eating right. I gotta not be smoking. I gotta not be watching porn. I gotta be drinking water. And I gotta be going to bed on time. If I can get those things done, bro, I'm recording daily. I'm streaming. I'm getting my shit done. It's like when I go on these trips, like in Austin, Texas, for example, or even coming up like this ball, it's gonna be a challenge for me because my status quo changes, right? My routine changes. It's like I'm gonna get out there and I'm not gonna be eating the same things. So when I get back to Houston that following week, you know, I gotta reset again. If I can figure out how to snap back into my program when I get back from trips, I think I'd be in a much better place this time next year. I think the key, though, even as I'm talking, is to stay in my routine. Don't just go to California this week and fall off. Like, still wake up, see if you can get some DoorDash good breakfast, or, you know, shit, my mom in California, hi mommy, I'm gonna have you make some breakfast, bro. Or, and hit some push-ups, hit some crunches, like stay active, you know? Talking to myself right now. My mom really be watching these podcasts, like, on her TV. Like, life is crazy, bro. Life is crazy, bro. I remember back when I was, like, in 9th grade. It was, like, my freshman year of high school. And this group of friends that I had at the time, one of them, his name don't matter right now, but we'll call him Vinny. I remember Vinny, bro. He was like going down the line, and everybody in this little group that we had this other homie. His name was George. Shout out my boy George. But like Vinny would go one by one and be like, what do I see you doing in as an adult in your career? George, you look like you'd probably be like, I don't know, in medicine, a doctor. Joe, you probably be, I don't know, construction worker. Rob, you'll probably be a deadbeat father. And then he got to me and he was like, he's probably fucking around with Rob. It was a joke with Rob. It was a joke. Then he gets to me and he's like, Berlin, I feel like you'll probably be this is what he said. This is what he said to me. He's like, I feel like you're gonna be like, maybe like a D-list celebrity. I can see you being somebody, but you know, D-list though. Why did he have to throw D-list in there? I've carried that with me this entire time. But it's just crazy to think that like even on the low-key path of the gamer, it's actually one of the widest reaching things that I could have done by being on YouTube. Like, truthfully, like my mom would tell me things about like kids or like families from my church where I grew up, like where they know me as Berlin Jr., BJ. I know. I wish I would. I mean, some of y'all do be calling me Minister BJ in the Twitch now. It's like, bro, I don't tell you these stories for you to like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Good shit. But yeah, no, like my mom will be like, such and such asked about you. I'm like, I haven't seen them since I was like 12. And it's like, yeah, no, I mean, they seen you doing your thing on YouTube. Like, bro, how do I end up in the recommendeds? Who knows, bro? Hey, who knows, bro? God's plan, bro. But yeah, what else? So, I know I've brought up JoJo a lot, but the reason that I'm even doing this 0.5 episode today is because of him. We have talks about consistency and this idea of getting back on the horse after you take a break for a long time. Like, he understands this idea of like, you can be funny for your whole life, but still when you get ready to go live, you doubt yourself and you're like, but will I still be funny? Like, do I still got it though? It's a weird thing to think, but it's such a real feeling. We had a talk and I was like, he's the friend that'll be like, hey bro, you streaming today? Hey bro, I think a Mass Effect stream would be good today. Hey man, how's the podcast? Like, when y'all gonna drop a new one? He's like that friend. It's like the annoying friend you just wish would shut their ass up, but like, you know that what they saying is valid, so you just let them say it and keep it super short. So you're like, he's like, when the Mass Effect stream? Soon. It's like, bro, get out my face, bro. But you need a friend like that. And so he had told me, like, in terms of this podcast, although we can't all be in the same space at all times, like, bro, this is your house. Like, this is in your house. You have everything set up. Just talk. Just talk. And we just talking. He also had this idea of just click and go live when you want to play the game. Just go live, bro. It's so crazy how, like, there's so much pressure that you just be putting on yourself sometimes. So I appreciate him for just being that, like, that friendly push, that motivational push. And he's moving to Houston, funny enough. So yeah, this year's gonna be crazy. This year's gonna be crazy. Part of me deciding to throw the pen away, and I think part of doing this today too, this 0.5, is so that I hold myself accountable to you all. So when you ask me on stream or like in the comments, like, how's it been going with the pen, the weed, because it is an addiction on some level, and those are not easy to beat sometimes. And so, there's going to be people who are going to tell me, like, the weed's not the problem, but I know it is for me. And there's going to be people who, it's just nice to put that out there, that I am trying to stop, so that, like, at least in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I did tell him I'm gonna stop. My word has to mean more. My word has to mean more, bro. There's been so many times where I said I was gonna do something, or like go live or record a video or beat a game, and like I just don't. And I don't like being known as somebody who, like, just be talking. I know, like, the examples I'm giving are probably lighter, but, like, there's probably areas in my life that, like, I don't recognize that I'm still doing that. Like, there's probably areas in my life where I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna do this. But then, like, the people that I'm talking to are like, you not though. My cousin is gonna start helping edit my sister's channel, which, by the way, I'm so proud of my sister Brittany for actually following through with this YouTube thing. She's somebody who her word means something. When she tells me she's gonna come out here and she's gonna work and record, she be ready. She be ready, bro. And she also don't smoke. I don't know what she do, but I know she don't smoke. At least not with me no more. We only smoke like one time. So my cousin was gonna start editing her streams down into videos for her, and I was like, it was just gonna be like an ecosystem. But he's sitting up here waiting on me to send her to like okay it so that she can get her videos going. And like, I'm slacking. You know what I'm saying? Like Bunk's needing documents from me for his business, and I'm slacking. And like, it's this idea, right? And wow, I can't believe we're gonna talk about this. This is actually so fire, bro. This is like therapeutic for me. One of the ideas that a revelation that I've come across since dropping this merch drop, it actually spiraled this, or caused this thought to happen. Basically, with this merch drop, it was very successful, which, again, I love you all. Forever in your favor, forever in your debt. Thank y'all so much for always supporting me when I do ventures like these. When this merch drop happened, it was very successful day one. And I remember feeling and mind you, the day that I dropped the merch, I think was the season finale of Bel-Air. I think so, bro. I don't know if y'all have watched Bel-Air, but oh my gosh, chef's kiss of a show, bro. The casting is perfect. The vibe of the show is perfect. It's the Fresh Prince remake. Not even a remake. It's more of like a re-envisioning. I don't know, bro. But like, it's nothing like the old show, but it's like the whole spirit of the old show, though. One of the best shows on TV right now. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, I've been meaning to do this the whole time. And I remember watching the show And I was watching it with a friend of mine, and I told her, I'm like, Will Smith is, how can I say this? I remember telling her, Will Smith is, I don't see him as Uncle Phil. Will Smith, I think I told her, I cannot see Will Smith playing Uncle Phil in this show. They had to find like a new cast. Because in my mind, based on recent events and just like these past couple years, I feel like Uncle Phil stood for something that Will Smith doesn't necessarily embody anymore. Whereas a kid, right, I used to watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and be like, yo, Will Smith is so cool, bro. I cannot wait to grow up and be just like him. But as I think about it, I'm more inspired by Uncle Phil. I'm looking at the archetype of Uncle Phil, the character traits of Uncle Phil, and I'm like, that's who I want to be, bro. Not so much the Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince is always going to be cool, but like Uncle Phil is like who I'd like to become. And with this merch drop, I remember reaching out to Parker and I was like, I think that I've looked at the idea of being busy the wrong way. I promise this all connects to what we just talked about. I'm rambling, but this is a 0.5, bro. Matter of fact, help me come up with a new name for like these solo episodes. 0.5 don't really make sense, but it does, you know what I'm saying? But like, what do y'all think I should call these episodes? Is it just like stream of consciousness right now? So I remember talking to Parker and I was like, my idea of being busy is changing. I'm actually going to read to you all what I told him. Because this is actually an interesting topic. I talk to Parker all the time about stuff, bro. So this is what I told him. I think I had a revelation today. I've shifted my perspective on being busy. A lot of people reach out to me daily with ideas, plans, propositions, etc. And I used to treat these situations a lot more passively. I text people back days later. I'd wait till the last minute to do things. Because in my mind, I know people have this perception of me as a busy man, so I can get away with it. But what would be more impressive to me than being the guy, but what would be more impressive to me than being the too busy guy is the how did he find time for all this guy? Like, for example, in my personal life, whenever my mom calls me recently, subconsciously, I always find myself keeping it short with her because I know she'll talk my head off if I let her. And I can tell that over time, she now feels sort of on the outside. When in reality, yeah, she understands I'm busy, but I want to be the busy guy who gets it done with a smile. I don't want this work to beat me or to change me. I told him, I'm telling you, like this is all like what I'm just talking to him. I said, I think it comes with better time management to start. I have to follow through and I need better consistency. But to be busy is to be the man I see in the mirror. That's been my MO all my life. Like I meant that as in like all throughout school, college specifically, like I was doing so much more than what's required of me today. But until now, when I became successful, life is now comfortable. And where I come from, a life like this is almost impossible. I told him, but there's still so much more work to do. And I see a future where other creators can reach out to me for their shot. I meant that as in, when I was coming up on YouTube, I didn't have anybody I could like reach out to that was already doing it and be like, help, you know, or be like, give me a shot, give me a look, give me a retweet. I didn't have that. I literally made it off the backs of Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and Cartoon Network, bro. If it was not for those cartoons, there'd be no Berleezy, bro. Maybe now, you know, creators are looking to like, you know, scout and do shit like that, or like maybe just give a look, you know, help somebody get their get their shit going, you know. But I didn't have that. So I said, I see a future where other creators can reach out to me for their shot, like an Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil works hard. And so I said, so yeah, I'm glad that the optics are that I work hard, but there's a glaring gap that I can fix to really be that guy. Sorry for the rant. And so, of course, he gave me his advice, and for the sake of time, he basically said, if you bust your ass another 5 years, you will be Uncle Phil. You will be in a position like Uncle Phil. And the reason I even use Uncle Phil is because he just carries himself with so much respect, and he has so much respect for other people, but he don't take no shit either though. But it's like he just, I don't know, man. He's got like a wife that love him, kids that respect him, but he's still real though, you know? I love my dad to death. I really do. And I'm gonna have him on this podcast eventually just to like talk like this. But I remember like when my parents got divorced, I was like 10. And ever since then, it's almost like I've been, like when it comes to my dad, he missed pivotal moments that could have really helped me understand manhood. He wasn't around during those like transformative years. He wasn't there for the puberty talks, you know. He wasn't there for the how do I get the girls talks. He wasn't there for the how do I stand up for myself talks. It's almost like I don't resent or nothing like that though. Maybe I might if like I wasn't who I am today. And it's not like he was like not there. It's just he wasn't there though. And so now when I talk to my father, it's almost like talking to another homie, like one of the bros. And I remember specifically he had told me one time, he was like, how can I say this? I'm gonna save this quote for when I have him in front of me. But when I think about the kind of man I want to be, it's me, of course, but like with some influence from different things. Uncle Phil is definitely one of them. So I think the first step, like I said, time management, consistency, but also my word has to mean more. And so JoJo had the idea of streaming Elden Ring. I streamed. He was like, and this weekend, hey, record the podcast. Why not? Just talk. I'm here. And I think it's just going to take me like envisioning myself as the man that I want to be and striving for that and putting blinders on to anything that is counterintuitive to that. And I know marijuana, weed, getting high is that indeed. And I think I'm going to move on from this topic. I also am going to start calling my family more. And like when my mom does call me, I'm going to talk to her. I'm not going to brush her off and be like, yeah, you know, I'm working right now, call you later, and then not call her. Like, that's so foul, because there's people out here who don't have a mother and would love for the opportunity to have their mom call them again. It's making me sad. And I have a great mom, you know. I have a great mom, and I mean, her health is already compromised, bro. So it's like, let's move on. The ball is this Saturday. And the ball is this Saturday, bro. Imagine if Imagine if I canceled it on Wednesday. Oh shit, COVID, bro. No, I'm super excited to have it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm gonna tell y'all my master plan because y'all have made it this far in the podcast. My birthday has now passed, and now I can tell y'all real fast. All right, I'm just fucking around. So basically, initially my plan was to do the ball in December for my birthday. But this event is bigger than just my birthday. And the event is actually bigger than just me too. What I'd like to have happen is to showcase people being in swaggy ass clothing. Our people, right? Have our people be in some swaggy ass clothing, dressing up, feeling good about themselves, showing up to celebrate. And yeah, the reason initially is going to be my birthday, but I can see this down the line. Like if I create an annual event in December, this can be like the send-off event where like we're not celebrating my birthday anymore. We're celebrating each other. What do they do at the Met Gala? Why do they meet every year and show up in the swaggiest fits, take pictures, become elegant for the night, and then we don't see them? Like, where's the party? Like where's the party looking like? If we can have like a creator Met Gala event where it's a send off for the year, we talk about all the great things that happen throughout the year. Maybe even like it builds out into a like maybe 3 years from now, we create it for a whole weekend, and then like that Friday. The Friday during the day is like a creator summit where all the creators come together and we plan a schedule or a calendar for the year of all our flagship events that we will support each other on. We'll attend, we'll make it in our calendar, and then that night we do like, I don't know, maybe that Thursday is this, and then that Friday we do like a Rockefeller brunch, but it's a easy brunch, right? And it's like why am I throwing up? Like, why did I do that? I'm not a Crip or a Blood, bro. I know I'd be saying Custer and 55th, but I'm not gang affiliated. It's just funny, bro. It's just, it's just funny. I'm not a gang affiliated, bro. I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. So, it'd be cool to do like a creator brunch, or maybe that's open to the public, and it's just like so Thursday's the summit, Friday's the brunch, Saturday's the ball, Sunday's the barbecue, and we go home, bro. That's what I see. That's what I see. That's what I'm working on. When I'm having these talks with these bigger players, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big player now. Shout out my boy Joe, but I am a big player now, bro. I'm a big fish. And it's a big fish doing what I want to do. I don't want to, bro. There's so many things that I could have done along the way. I didn't feel comfortable just shitting on people. That's why I didn't go the exposed route where people were like, expose everybody, bro. Rip on everybody. No, that's not me. It's not me. It's not me, bro. I like making fun of like, I don't know, Sly Cooper. Like the crack jokes on Sly Cooper is funnier to me than to do it about such and such creator, right? Like sidestep that one, took the long route here. Diss track season was in. I wasn't really trying to do that either. That's not me, you know. Now what is it? It's like boxing now. And no, I'm not interested in that. I'm going this way with it. And next is gonna be drive-by shootings on each other's houses, bro, for views. It's like no, bro, leave me out of this. Leave me out of this, bro. What I got going on with this community is bigger than just me, bro. I'm just not interested. Speaking of boxing though, I actually do love to watch it. Like it's actually boxing and UFC. Ever since EGHQ living with PG, he's put me on to like the sport as a sport, and it's very entertaining to watch. Like it is a sweet science. So shout out to everybody who's like been doing their thing on that side of YouTube. But yeah, I'm chilling over here, bro. So I'm working on this ball event because I feel like I really feel like I can do it. I feel like there's different creators from different walks of life that can buy into this if I do it the right way, you know? So I'm super excited. I know this year is going to be people coming and telling me happy birthday and things like that. But I actually plan on, I would love to do this again in December. So everybody who couldn't make it for this April one, I got some announcements for things I got going this summer, but then in December, I would love to do it again the right way. If, all things go according to plan and we don't have any crazy outbreaks and stuff again. I think they just removed COVID restrictions at the crypto.com arena out there in LA. So I think we're keeping ours though, but I know times are changing. So I'm crossing my fingers that in December we can throw the actual ball. And I think this time I'm just going to call it Berleezy Presents the Ball. And then hopefully over time it just becomes the ball. Just like there's a Met Gala, just the ball. Something like that, bro. Goals. The last thing I have written down on here is goals for 2020 before 30. 2022, sorry, before I turn 30. Leaving the pen alone, leaving smoking alone. Becoming more disciplined in my career. Playing tennis, actual tennis with Naomi, Mari, Rayvon, all three of them, bro. That would actually be fire, bro. Hey, Naomi, Mari, my boy Ray, would y'all be down to play tennis with me IRL? Let's get it going. Like, come on, bro. That would be hilarious. Being able to work with certain companies that I got to keep on the wraps right now, but we are in talks. Streaming more, daily uploads. Damn. Next time I want to see the reception of this 0.5 episode, but then next time I do want to talk to y'all about something that I did recently that I'm super proud of, and it's something that like I don't want to say now because I feel like I'm bragging, and I just want y'all to like get me when I do these episodes, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, just continuing to level up. Continuing to level up on all fronts, bro. I'm very excited for the future. Like I said, price going up, bro. And that's for all of us, the community as a whole, bro. Like, oh my gosh. And just to like think about what's possible in Austin, like I'm excited. And this felt so good to say today. Like just to talk. I miss my co-host though. This would have been a fire episode had I had them to exchange with. Yeah, I'm also going to work on putting these on all streaming platforms too. Discord, Apple Music, Anchor. Like, I got to figure out how to distribute this the right way. But we do have the visual podcast over here on the SPEAKEEZY channel. Thank you all for tuning into today's episode. I'm going to finish my drink as you finish yours. It's that Coke and Crown Apple. It's not bad at all. I think that's it on my end. Again, new merch in stores, easygang.com. Get you something while supplies last. If supplies last, this stuff sells like hotcakes. I love you all, and I will see you in the next episode. Berleezy, signing out.